Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you all for taking the time to join us today. My name is Jackie McCagerty, and I am the training manager here at Can-Am Systems. I truly wish that we could be doing this live and in person today, and I really do look forward to the day that we can finally see each other face to face. But for now, I hope you find this presentation informative and engaging. I'm excited to present some of our exciting mobile app features. And thanks to all of your suggestions over the past year, I'm even more excited to share with you the new features that will be developed and released in 2021-22. On our agenda today, one of our very knowledgeable trainers, April Reeves, will be demonstrating the functionality of time cards, equipment tracking, and entering dates. Following her presentation, I will then announce our new and exciting features that are set for release over the next 12 months, followed by a question and answer period at the end. Before we dive into things, I just wanted to get a few housekeeping items out of the way. This session is being recorded. The recordings will be available after the conference. Documentation is also available upon request. We have muted all the participants to avoid background noise. And finally, any questions can be typed directly into the Zoom chat, and we will do our best to answer them after the presentation. Any questions that we're not able to get to during this presentation, we will ensure and make every best effort to email you the answers directly. As mentioned, the first half of this presentation will focus on some of our existing mobile app features, more specifically, time cards, equipment tracking, and entering dates. This will be presented by April Reeves, who I know you will enjoy listening to because her Southern accent is far more charming than mine. And so here's April.
Good afternoon, and thank you so much for joining the Smart Tech Mobile session. Today, we are going to talk about time card entry, equipment transfers, and how to enter notes. The first thing we will discuss is clocking into a job. We will click the clock in button. We will then click the pencil to select our job. I'm now going to select the Daniel Landon job and click clock in. If we want to transition to another job later in the day, we will scroll up, click this button this time, select our next job, and then click Change Job. This will ensure that there is a seamless clock in and out between our locations. Now, if you're clocking out for lunch, you just simply click Clock Out. And whenever you go back to your job, you then can select your clock in button and then click your job. Clock back in. One feature I will show you is how to look for your clock in and outs for the week. You'll click Sync Info and then click History. Now, because this is a trainer's demo, it will not show you an actual clock in and out for me, but you should be able to see all of the clock in and outs that have been successful in the History tab. Next item I'm going to discuss is how to transfer equipment. You will click the Transfer Equipment button. Right now, since we are clocked in to the Daniel Landon job, it automatically defaulted to this job. Now, if we wanted to change the job that we are assigning the equipment to, then we can click the pencil, select the job, and then it will show up here as the new job. The options from top to bottom our transfer to job. We can then scan the item using a Bluetooth scanner or with our camera phone. Then we have the job that we are selected, the room the equipment is in, and then how many items. We're going to click the pencil and select this air mover. This shows us we currently have one item selected. If we wanted to add more, we would then click the pencil again and add the dehumidifier. Now we have 2 items selected. At this point, we can just click Save. Then it says Equipment Transferred Entered. Now you can see at the top, we have 2 items out on a job. If I want to bring those items back into the warehouse, I would click the toggle that says Transfer to Job, and it changes to Transfer to Location. Then I would click the pencil and select where I want these to go back to. Right now I'm going to choose Main Warehouse. Then I click this pencil and I choose Air Mover 1. I click the pencil again. I choose Dehumidifier. Then I click Save. This now has taken those 2 pieces of equipment that are on the job and put them back at the warehouse. Now we will discuss entering notes. You first must select the job that you want to enter the note on. So since I'm already in my Daniel Landon job, I will just simply tap the job at the top of the screen and then tap the notes section. In here, I will click the plus sign to add my note. I will choose a topic. We are going to do follow-up. The subject is going to be spoke to customer. If I want to choose a recipient to send the note to as an email, the contact has to already exist in PJM. I'm going to send my note to Taylor. It now shows that Taylor is my recipient. My note is going to say, "Thank you for your time today. We look forward to working with you." Once you click Done on a note that has a recipient, you cannot go back and edit the note. We're going to click Save. To view our log note, we go into the Notes section. You will see my note at the bottom where the subject says Spoke to Customer. But one important thing to remember is not all note topics sync to the mobile app. If someone mentions that they are not allowed to see notes or that notes don't show up after they've created them, it is most likely a settings issue. This could be in the roles or it could be in note topic settings. We would be happy to review those with you if there are any issues that come up with creating notes.
Thank you, April. Now I would like to reveal some of the great new features we have planned for the next year. But first, I want to really acknowledge that these changes and enhancements are thanks to you, our valued customers. It's thanks to your insight and taking the time to reach out to us that we're able to continuously grow our products to ensure a great user experience. So thank you. Our enhancements have been broken down into the following categories: notes, forms, global changes to the app, equipment, workflows, time cards, attachments, and finally job info. For notes, the first change I'm excited to announce is the ability to log note templates. So this is something that we know you've all been asking for. And again, we've heard you, and this will be released over the next 12 months, along with the ability to create and reply to to-do lists, the ability to complete a to-do list, the ability to email a customer or vendor from a job note, the ability for technicians to email a job note to a group or a team. And this would work similarly to an Outlook distribution list. You would create that group or that team, and this will save you time from manually having to enter them. We will also be making the public feature available. Forms. We will be launching the ability to edit an existing custom form. So we know this is important to many of our users to be able to do this right at a site. The ability to capture a signature on a custom form without Wi-Fi or a data connection. Again, we know that this is something that has been asked for with the release of our newly released e-signature features. The ability to cancel or go back. So this just provides a better user experience when using the app. To allow decimal places or numeric type custom form fields, this will be added. We're going to add the ability for e-signature custom form types of assignee name and initial. So again, this is an enhancement we're making to the already popular e-signature release that we did a few months ago. We're going to also add the deductible and the claims number to the forms because we know this is something that you have been asking for. And finally, for forms, we're going to allow the ability to add a referral source in the mobile app and have it sync directly back to PJM. And then this one is one of my favorite features, just to provide, again, a better user experience, is we're going to alphabetize the forms in the drop-down menu. So some of the global changes that we're making to the mobile app are, first of all, automatic software updates. So this will allow your updates to come through without you having to uninstall and reinstall the app each time. Secondly, we will display a message for password changes that log you out of the app. So what this is referring to is when your password changes in PJM, it also changes in the mobile app. And this will now log you out of the mobile app. However, we're going to display a message to let you know that this has happened. We're also going to be providing you the option to sync pictures only while using Wi-Fi. So this will save on your data and roaming charges. Language options, French and Spanish. We heard you, and yes, or we and see. We will be launching this with French and Spanish options in the coming months. Equipment. The ability to ignore new lines and trailing spaces when scanning barcodes. Material consumables. So this will give you the ability to track and account for non-inventory items on a job. And finally, in company settings, an option will be given for the ability to manually remove equipment selection. Workflows. So we are going to be providing you with the ability to see workflow tasks assigned and then be able to mark them complete directly from your phone. Additionally, we will be providing you the ability for the lead technician to complete a scheduled work order directly from the app. Time cards. So one of the exciting features we have coming for time cards is we're going to make the clock in and out description field mandatory. Additionally, we're going to auto-populate the current job category and selector when switching jobs. So that will save you time. And again, it's about improving our user experience. The clock in schedule pages, we're going to display multiple same records if the job is recurring. Also, we're going to be providing you the ability to have a lead clock in and out individual users. Attachments. So one of the features that we're going to be releasing is the show folder names when downloading, the ability to rename photos to attachments, the photo timestamp. So this will display the date the photo was taken, not the date it was uploaded, as it currently is doing right now. The ability to edit photos meaning to be able to crop them, as well as when uploading photos, they will display an order of when they were taken. And finally, we're going to add a recently viewed filter to the job list. So this is similar to when you're working in Word or Excel and you look at files that you've recently viewed, it shows a history and it'll be accessible for you to select. Job info. We're now going to show the deductible on the job information screen. That completes a list of enhancements that we have planned to release over the next year. I look forward to hearing your feedback as they come out over the next upcoming months. And I look forward to hearing any new ideas that you may have as well. As always, you can contact us at support@knmsystems.com or through our 1-800 number. Thank you again and hope to see you all soon.